I am so excited to have Rob Anderson with me today. Can I first say that I've been stalking your TikTok all afternoon and you had me dying.
I love it.
You're hilarious.
Thank you.
So, first of all, congratulations on your first single.
Thank you.
We're playing it on Kiss FM. But before we get into the song, let's go back to the beginning. So, what came first? Was it singing, comedy, or was it content creation?
Yeah, I was in theater, doing musical theater when I was in high school and college. So I'd say that like singing and theater came first. And then I got into content creation in 2020 during the pandemic. And I kind of put everything together. TikTok came around. It was like, I think this is the perfect storm. And then kind of went up from there.
So you have a huge segment on TikTok called Gay Science. I think that's what you're most known for. Tell us where the idea came from. It's brilliant.
Thank you. Yeah, I think there's over 45 episodes of it right now. It came about from gay stereotypes. I wanted to try to find if gay men drink iced coffee more than straight people, why is that?
Mm-hmm.
And I couldn't find an answer for it, so I came up with my own. And people seemed to love it, and they kept giving me other stereotypes like, can you explain why gay men don't sit in a chair properly, or why they dye their hair during a crisis, or why lesbians love game night? So I started to make all of these fake science videos surrounding these stereotypes, and people got a kick out of it.
Yeah, I mean, it's absolutely hilarious. Like you said, you're literally flipping the stereotype and kind of taking back the power over it. And I think that is just so creative. Do you actually have an interest in science at all? Or was this?
Right. So all of them actually use real science in them. I take like genetics and biology, chemistry, physics, and I play with it and make puns out of certain things. So I love science, but I have no profession in science. Well, I guess now I am a professional scientist.
Technically, now you're a professor, okay?
So yeah, there is real science in it, but it is fake. And it does in the end give the power back to queer people and show that we're genetically better. And that's why we have all these things that were seen as flaws, you know?
I love it. So you are so loved online. Like you have 2 million followers on TikTok. Have you always felt this confident? Because you come across just so like sure of yourself. Have you always been this way?
That's a really good question. I wasn't. I think when I was younger, trying to figure out who I was, I knew I loved performing and I loved writing, but there is a rat race in the entertainment industry, and I am not connected in any way at all. So I felt a little defeated by that, and I wasn't really sure who I wanted to be, really. And then I kind of came into my own, actually, when I turned like 30. It seems like really kind of late too, but I figured out, I found my own power, and I felt my own confidence, and I think that things kind of turned for me then.
Do you get a lot of fact checkers? Because you're putting out things that are, supposed to be scientific or whatever. Do you get a lot of people in your comments who are like, no, that's not right. That's not accurate. A lot of trolls and stuff like that?
I actually don't, not for Gay Science,
Okay.
because it's such a protected series because it's satire. It's not real. And a lot of the stereotypes that I take have existed in our community or online or on Twitter. They've joked about it for years. So I'm not inventing any of the stereotypes. I'm just kind of making fun of ones that exist. And because it is so silly, no one's like, hey, this isn't real, because like none of it really is, but like some of it kind of is. So I kind of like hide behind that.
Yeah. So how did you go from doing gay science, creating stuff on TikTok to now about to go on tour, a comedy tour? Like what? Yeah,
it is wild. And I have never done stand-up or like a solo show before, so it's my first time getting into it. But I have a background in comedy and improv. In Chicago, I did I.O. in Second City. And so it comes very naturally to me. And I, at some point, after I figured out who I wanted to be online, knew I would take myself on the stage and actually see the people, because I did this during the pandemic. I haven't really seen anyone that likes my content or met them. So it's just going to be really cool to have them in rooms in all these cities across America and be able to perform for them. So I felt like a natural transition for me, and that'll happen in the fall.
Well, what about the singing aspect? Was that also like a natural, or have you always been singing?
Yeah.
When did that happen?
I've always been a very good theatrical singer, Broadway singer, and it doesn't always translate into content very well. For me, I've tried a couple things with singing, but I haven't posted them because they come off a little too cringe. Like for me, my own cringe meter, I'm like, this isn't nailing it. So I knew that it needed to be in a live situation or a highly produced song that felt ridiculous. And so those things have started to happen. But I've always been a good singer and kind of waiting for the right moment.
So your first single is called Nothing For You.
Yeah.
You just released it at the beginning of June. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it.
You do?
What is the inspiration behind this song?
Yeah. So this and a lot of the music I'm making right now, I wanted to have a song that sounded like a great pop song that was catchy, that you could dance to, that you would like regardless of what I was singing. And then if you listen to the lyrics, you would be very confused by it or just kind of like, wait, what? But still love the lyrics for what they are, which is they're comedic. So Nothing for You came about as a love song, a gay pride song, but it's submissive. So when you want someone enough, they can treat you like you're nothing. And that is what turns you on. So that's what the song's about.
I like it. I like the lyrics. I think it's hilarious, like cheesy, but it's just like you can't stop listening to it. And then I was watching the music video and the choreography. Hello. Like I need to learn it.
Mark Daftari did the choreography for that, and he's also a backup dancer for it, and he is phenomenal. And he actually had such amazing choreography together, and I had to learn it in a day, and that was a new skill of mine that I'm trying to get together. I mean, pop stars these days, they have to do a lot.
A lot.
It's a lot of work.
Like,
and
how do you sing and dance at the same time without being out of breath?
Not everyone's Beyonce. I'm trying. I'm really trying. But yeah, so I think I got it together enough, but I think for the next couple ones, the next videos I do, I'm going to give myself a little more time to like really like get into it because I like to dance.
Yeah. Well, I want to let you know how much your fans love you because I was reading the comments on the YouTube video, and one of them said, I don't know what I was expecting, but gosh, that's so great. The visuals were on point. You got the choreography down. The vocals were actually so nice. Damn, you best believe, is this the new gay anthem? So I'm asking you, like, are you going to make more music? Are you going to do more gay anthems? What's coming?
Definitely. There already are 2 more songs that I've written with the same songwriting team as Nothing for You, and they are so great. I love them even more than Nothing for You, so I'm excited for people to see those. And they're so nice to me on YouTube. They're like they gas me up. Like even if something I'm like, oh, this was okay, they're like, oh my God, we love you. Like if I'm ever feeling low, like I'll go on YouTube, my YouTube comments, and they just like really gas me up. But yeah, definitely a ton more. I'll have an EP coming out. It might even actually at this point be a full album because I have so much more music that I'm writing, but definitely more.
Oh my gosh. I saw that 100% of the song proceeds in June go to an organization called For the Girls.
That's right.
Can you tell us about what that organization is?
Definitely. Now, when I did an interview on ABC on the news, they had tried to pronounce girls, and it needed a little bit of a lesson. So I'm so glad that you got it. I'm like, it's growls, you know. They were like, the growls?
Come on now.
I'm like, not the growls, not the growls. Yeah, For the Girls is an organization that raises money for Black trans people to help them pay for rent and gender-affirming surgeries.
Love it.
Yeah, they're fantastic. And they actually throw parties to raise money, which is so queer in itself. It's a great way to raise money. And I love them. So it all goes to them.
That is amazing.
Yeah.
All right, before I let you go, what's next for you? What's coming up? What can we expect to see on your platforms in the next year?
Totally. I'll be having more gay science episodes. I have a really fun one coming out about lesbians this next month. I have my tour coming up.
Yeah.
I'll have more music videos and a lot more other fun things, other projects. Sometimes I make books. I write little fun books. So one of those might be coming out. A lot to stay tuned for. I do a lot. Maybe too much.
Well, it's amazing, and your fans love you. Thank you so much for talking with me, and congratulations on your song. We love it.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. It was so fun.